The weekend series of Zero Racing stops at Indianapolis for really one of the most historic tracks on the calendar. It's the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of the Indy 500, former home of the United States Grand Prix. So let's kick this pig, shall we? On the pole position, doing the grid rundown, we have the number 48 Castrol Edge car of Alessio De Bonis. Joining him on the front row, Mathew Wheeler in the Mercedes, number 6. The number 31 BMW of Wesley Stokes makes it 3 different brands in the top 3. Rick Martel in the 84 Mercedes is in P4. P5 for the number 16 BMW of Mark Minahan. P6 for the number 11 BMW of Mark Labzul. P7, 99 Mike Magasevich in the Audi. Then we have the number 18 Dule Markovic in 8th place. That's a BMW. And the final spot on the grid is the number 5, the Audi of Tom Waz. Let us get underway. To run into the first corner is very key. De Bonis kind of bogs down. This is going to give Wheeler and Stokes, who has a pretty good start, a good shot at the lead. Looks like a good start there from number 5, Tom Waz, from the back of the grid. And they go into corner 1, and it is Wesley Stokes from the second row who's taking the lead over Mathew Wheeler, Alessio De Bonis, Rick Martel, Mark Labzul, Dule Markovic, Mark Minahan, Michael Magasevich, and Tom Waz going off in the background, drops to 9th. Looked like he had a good start too, so that's a bit of a shame. Something has happened to Mathew Wheeler. He has either gone off the track. He has dropped back. I think there's an incident between him and Rick Martel, would be my guess. They were running together in, I believe, 2nd and 4th place when they had some problems. Yeah, it looks like, let's see here. So, Wheeler going for the inside on Wes Stokes. He gets it. Mark Labzul and Rick Martel just ping-pongs off of everybody and ends up at the back of the pack. Wesley Stokes getting a little bit out of shape as well. That's going to give Alessio De Bonis the lead. Mark Labzul in 3rd. Then it's Markovic, Minahan, and Magasevich, P6. We'll see what Mathew Wheeler and, to a lesser extent, Rick Martel can do to make a comeback here. Dule Markovic having a problem in the background. Mark Labzul also off. Magasevich pops up into 4th place as a result of that. With Labzul, Wheeler, and then Markovic. Could be 3 wide here. Doesn't look like anything particularly hairy coming out of that. Rick Martel looking to make a move for 8th place on Tom Waz. Looks like he'll probably get through into turn 1 would be my guess. And he does. Back at the front, Alessio De Bonis and Wes Stokes are making a getaway. I think it's really a battle between these two, as Mark Minahan in 3rd place with Magasevich in 4th. And Wheeler now up to 5th, followed by Markovic. Looks like a problem for Mark Labzul hit him. He slipped all the way back to 8th place. I believe he was running in the top 5 there for a while. I feel like the next move is probably Mathew Wheeler here, who of course started on the front row and is back in 5th place. Magasevich is up from P7 on the grid. Don't know how much he's going to have for the Mercedes Championship hopeful. We're looking to go high side here on the bankment and then cut down to the inside heading into turn 1. Should be able to get this done would be my guess. Looks like he has DRS. And through he goes. That's for P4 for the number 6 car. Markovich has now got Rick Martel right up on his bumper and Mark Klabzul further back. Then bringing up the rear, it's Tom Waz. So it's an Audi sandwich in the field. First for Audi, ninth for Audi, and fifth for Audi. Wes Stokes is still keeping with Alessio De Bonis. That's a BMW 2-3, Mercedes in 4th, BMW in 6th, Mercedes 7th, BMW 8th, and Audi 9th. Klapsel has claimed a spot over Rick Martel, moving up to 7th place. Looks like Martel maybe at a moment he was on the back of Dule Markovich. He has the DRS. Can he make the move down the inside? Looks like he will. And relegate Klapzul. Oh, never mind. Messes up the turn, and Klapzul says thank you very much, and Tom Waz putting the pressure on as well. Martel having some problems. He did very well in the weekday race, so definitely has the pace. Just a couple of mistakes going on here. Maybe a little bit off his game after that lap 1 incident with Matt Wheeler and Dule Markovich, and Mark Klapzul, I believe, was also involved. In the meantime, Mark Klapzul went off the track and ended up at the back of the pack again. Also looks like there was problems for Wes Stokes. He's lost a spot to Mark Minahan, who's moved up into 2nd place, and the pressure is now on from Matt Wheeler. Let's have a quick look at what happened. Oop, burned me the wrong way. Let's have a quick look at what happened there with Wesley Stokes. It seems like he would have had to have gone off the track. Now the question is that just a pure driving error, or is this perhaps assisted by Mark Minahan in the fight for 2nd place? Interesting. Yeah, it just looks like he slows down. Maybe a slowdown penalty, allowing Minahan to zip on past. That's taking the pressure off Alessio De Bonis. The number 48 car is pretty far ahead now. Looks good for victory, although there are a couple of laps remaining. Minahan is 2nd. Wesley Stokes has got all kinds of pressure coming from behind from Matt Wheeler, who needs better than this if he wants to keep his championship hopes alive. Absent is Ben Swarey and Martin Lauer, who are the other people in the fight for the title. And Wheeler goes down the inside on the bankment. Can he make it stick? I think he can. He's got the DRS. Stokes, of course, does not. And this will be sealed, I think, by the turn. Yeah, there we are. Wheeler's out in front into 3rd place. 2 Australians on the podium. Tom Waz has made it up to another spot. Or, no, Rick Martel just... Looks like connection problems for Rick Martel. Hopefully this is not the end of his race. Goes off the track in turn 1, probably related to the connection problems. And he's also stopped again. This is the joys of sim racing when the connection just gets in the way. But Martel is still running. Still in 7th place behind Dule Markovich and ahead of the Red Bull duo of Tom Waz and Mark Klapzul. He is catching up to Dule Markovich, looking like he wants to take 6th place from the Serbian driver. Markovich has been putting in some solid effort during the season, probably one of the more improving drivers in the field. started as really a back marker and has now moved into a valuable part of the Team BMW atmosphere. Looking down the inside now. Can Martel make the pass stick? It looks like he will. And moves into 6th place. Mark Labzul made it up into 7th in the background. And Matt Wheeler has taken 2nd place. I assume that was at turn 1 or near the end of the prior lap. Mark Minahan and Wesley Stokes on his tail. We're going to stick with this fight for a while because I think this is going to get interesting. A 3-car battle between the Mercedes of Matt Wheeler and the BMWs of Mark Minahan and Wesley Stokes. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the race. Back in 5th place is Magasevich, but he's dropping out the back end of these guys and probably has more to worry about from behind him with the charging Rick Martel. Stokes looking to go around the outside into turn 1, which with DRS is possible. But I do wonder if Minahan might be able to make a comeback. Doesn't look like it. And now what you have is the 3rd place car of Wesley Stokes still packing 2 boosts of DRS. And he's going to want to go on the attack against Matt Wheeler. Alessio De Bonis leading the way. Not much else going on right now. We're more or less settled fairly back into grid position outside of Martel being out of position. He did start the race in 4th and is now back in 6th place. Mark Labzul, who started 5th, is back in 8th. They're the 2 big losers from the qualifying pace. Minahan looking to put the pressure on Wes Stokes. He forces a little bit of a mistake, and around the outside goes Minahan. Back onto the podium for the Australian driver. Can Stokes make a comeback and retake that top BMW spot? BMW coming on strong as the season progresses. They started off very much behind Audi and Mercedes, but now are taking relatively consistent podiums, a couple of race wins as well in the mix. So look for more from them. Wes Stokes taking 3rd place back there. Correct, I think earlier I said Klapzul started from P5. I believe it was P6, and Mark Minahan was P5. Looks like Magasevich actually might be eating a little bit back into this battle, although still considerably far back, and I believe Rick Martel is getting closer to him. So yeah, the danger man is the number 84 car. Out in front, Alessio De Bonis looking to take the Indianapolis Motor Speedway here. This, ironically, this is also the track he made his Rate Zero debut last season. And championship contender, one of the major leaders in the championship here in the weekend series, doing quite well in the weekday series as well. Nothing else really going on. De Bonis has this season become the 2nd winner from Italy as he loses control. Clip the grass there. Should have enough of a lead to rejoin in the lead. But just a little proof that this is not quite over yet. You can still open the door for the guys behind him. De Bonis continues to lead here in the Castrol Edge Audi. Matt Wheeler pretty much settled into second. Mark Minahan is not done with trying to get a podium, though. He's still got the pressure on against Wesley Stokes, still in DRS range. And, of course, here at Indianapolis, DRS is a big deal. This long front start-finish straight is very ideal for the DRS. Minahan going to have to settle to continue to run in fourth place, though, here. The laps are counting down, but he's definitely still got the pressure on Wesley Stokes. Probably wants to time this pass also to deny Stokes' ability to come back on the DRS. By the way, Mark Klapzul has found his way up into 6th place with Dule Markovic, or 7th place, pardon me, with Dule Markovic dropping back to 8th. Not sure what happened there. Looks like Markovic has had a moment. Markovic had been fairly ahead of his Dutch teammate coming into that lap. Klapzul, of course, also the subject of some controversy during the weekday series. A major penalty for blocking was handed out to him for an incident with Martin Lauer that honestly lasted a number of laps and a good chunk of the race. Lauer was not faultless in the whole thing. He also received a penalty for a chop on Rick Martel earlier in the race. Did not stop Martel from going on to having a pretty good result for himself. Minahan is still in DRS range, but it feels like he is losing ground to Stokes rather than staying with him, and he's only got 2 laps left to make the move. I was talking earlier about how he would probably want to make the move at the right time, but I feel like I don't know if he has the pace. I think this is just him starting to get dropped a little bit. Not much else happening on the track. De Bonis continues to lead. That is probably the closest Matt Wheeler's been in a while, though. He's starting to put a little push on. Getting out of the way of this battle for third, solidifying second place. I don't think there's any real time left for him to make a particular dash for the race win. Would be his 3rd or 4th of the season. Been a bit of a disappointing season for Matt Wheeler, who was, of course, 2-time Zero Racing champion, the all-time leader in wins, podiums, points. Coming into the season, it's just not been quite the same. He has not adapted to the DTM meta quite as well as hoped. But anyways, that's the victory for the Italian driver, the number 48 of Alessio De Bonis. 2nd place for Matt Wheeler. 3rd place for Wesley Stokes. 4th place for Mark Minahan. 5th place for Mike Magasevich. A best result for the Audi driver this season. 6th place for Rick Martel. 7th place will be the BMW of Mark Klapzul. 8th place, the BMW of Dule Markovic. And 9th place, the Audi of Thomas Waz. Making his return. Less than victorious fashion, but he'll be thankful for the 2 points. So we head to race 2, completing out the Indianapolis run, and we'll see you then. Have a good day.